Welcome back to the Gramophone channel and thank you for stopping by today. We're going to be taking a look at the Michi X5, which is an integrated amplifier by Rotel. And this, you might say, is one of their first true hi-fi pieces. And it's got the chops to prove it, and we're going to talk about why. Now don't forget to subscribe and click that bell icon down below so you don't miss out on anything. We've got some cool stuff coming up, believe me, I know. And here is your question of the day. What piece in your system surprised you the most when you put it in? So to give you a little bit of background, I mentioned that the Michi product line is actually made by Rotel. It is their new high-end name. And Rotel has been around for decades now, producing amplifiers and other audio electronics generally related to the construction of amplifiers. If not for themselves, and they've also been doing component manufacturing for some other big hi-fi names out there in years past. But today they are fully committed to producing only their own product line. But with Michi, they wanted to create a product that was going to be premium on all fronts. A gorgeous look, an excellent fit and finish, and of course, the best audio performance that they have produced under their own name to date. The feature set of the X5 is really impressive, and let's just talk about the muscle that this integrated is capable of. This will put 600 watts, yes, you heard me right, that's with a 600 watts into a 4-ohm speaker, and it will do so reliably under almost any load condition. And of course, I should not forget to mention, that's not 600 watts of, say, Class D. No, that's 600 watts of quality, good old-fashioned, what you want, Class AB power. On top of that incredible output capability, it also has a slew of excellent inputs and support. You have a phono stage in this unit, which, through the menu system, can be selected between moving magnet and moving coil. You have a USB in for the digital side, multiple coax ends, multiple optical ends, balanced analog in through XLR, and of course unbalanced analog in through RCA. And with that said about the digital inputs, you have all this connectivity, but the built-in DAC is actually pretty good. You'll notice if you look at the front display here that when this is playing, it's going to show you a representation throughout the whole frequency spectrum of how much volume you're getting at a particular frequency. This menu is really well set up, it's easy to scroll through, nothing is too deeply hidden or annoying, and all those functions just make sense. But on the back, you actually have 8 speaker terminals or binding posts. And the reason for that is you could run dual runs of cable to each speaker. So what does the Michi X5 sound like, and what's the overall experience like of using this product? This, as opposed to the more classical sound of the Mac, which leans slightly warm, slightly dark, just a little bit, this is more neutral. It's kind of just straight down the line, throwing the ball straight down the middle. Now, it's not studio monitor flat in that it becomes boring, but it is going to be closer to that accurate representation than some other things. And that's what they're going for. And that is kind of the more modern sound we see in some, quote, more modern hi-fi products. And for some of us, that's exactly what we want. Now with that comes a little bit of added dependency on what you're listening to and the source you may be listening to. Messing around with different sources on the Michi was also a little bit more communicative, in the sense that it was somewhat more revealing of the intricacies of said source. The way that it presents this information in a little bit more of an unretouched manner is pretty interesting. But what I think is best about this product, there's almost nothing this can't drive. 350 into 8 ohms with a serious power supply behind it, or 600 into 4 ohms with virtually no fear of any lower impedance dips being an issue is a big deal. The amount of listening mileage, if you will, that you can get out of this product just goes and goes and goes. And lastly, fit and finish is superb. The front glass looks gorgeous, the knobs feel great, the screen is actually what I'd call even high res for something of its size and its purpose. And I love how you just have this simply white lit power button at the bottom. The Michi isn't necessarily going to draw a lot of attention to itself the way, say, a Blue Meters on a Macintosh would, but when you do take notice of it, I think you will immediately appreciate its more subdued, modern aesthetic. Like a more modern looking, yet still classically black tuxedo is what the Michi is. So if that sounds like the kind of sound you are looking for, and you want something that's got power for days on end, that can handle anything you throw at it, all while looking as handsome as can be, this is the one. You can pick up the Michi X5 for $7,500, and if you want to learn more about Michi products, click the link down below to go to gramophone.com, and you can read about a bunch of the vendors and products that we carry. And if this is something that you want to come in and see for yourself, please do. We'd love for you to come hear it, because if you have the opportunity, you should always hear before you buy. Give us a call and stop by any of our showrooms in the Timonium, Columbia, or Gaithersburg locations, and we'd love to demo this product for you. Also, don't forget about our beautiful Kitchen Design Center over in Hunt Valley. They would love to inspire your next home improvement design. All right, everybody, I hope you had fun today learning about the Michi X5. This is a really powerful, really cool integrated amp, and I hope you had fun. Chat with me down in the comments, ask me any other questions you might have had. Let me know what you want to see us review in the future, of course. Oh, and don't forget the question of the day. Thanks for hanging out with us. Give us a like. Be seeing you.